होंदे ना फासले ए नाराजगी कागज़ी सारी तेरी मेरे सोहणिया सुन ले मेरी दिल दियां गल्लां करांगे नाल नाल बैके अख नाले अख नूं मिला के दिल दियां गल्लां करांगे रोज रोज बैके सच्चियां निभा के I won't do it too long because I don't want to Facebook flag na kar de. When they hear all the songs, they don't want to hear too many songs from T series or whatever. So that's what they do. And welcome to Dil Diyan Gallan, Colonel Himanshi ji and Colonel Vinita. I believe they both are from New Delhi, India.
Yes.
So
yes.
I'm very honored to have them here on Dil Diyan Gallan with us on this Monday morning here, but Monday evening in India. And Sabko Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Salam Alaikum, Jai Shri Krishna. And some of the audience friends are all over the world, so unke time be different hai. But some of them watch afterwards. When they have the recording, they go back and they listen. Some of them are working. When we started this program, it was during the pandemic. So pretty much everything was a standstill. So people could join at this time. So things have changed. So, but still, we're doing pretty good. We are global right now. We're all over the world. Our program goes, and the thing is, wherever I go, I meet people. Oh, you're the one from Dil Diyan Gallan. I said yes. I said I don't. I said we watch your program. I said okay. So I said no, but a lot of people know about you. I said I don't even know where you see it. What? So I asked them all these questions. So it's really, I'm very happy that to have both of you here today with me. And I want to introduce Himanshi ji, Dr. Colonel Himanshi ji from New Delhi. And I would like to ask her, apne bare mein Dil Diyan Gallan ko kuch batao. I know you're retired right now, but you're also doing something else. So that's what we're going to concentrate on. And also, you're going to tell us a little bit about your life when you were colonel in the army. So thoda bahut वो भी करेंगे सुनेंगे आपसे और अभी क्या कर रहे हो, and a little bit about yourself so that our audience will get to know you better. And I'm going to ask the same thing from Vinita ji afterwards. So thank you for so much for joining today, and sorry for the technical problem. You won't believe, everybody, I told them to come half an hour early, and it took me 25 minutes to get this thing resolved because I'm having a technical issue with Facebook and Zoom. In दोनों की झगड़ा बहुत होता है. So मैं भी जाती हूँ always. Then I have to get that resolved. So anyway, enough about that. Let's hear from you.
वीना जी, मेरा सौभाग्य है कि आप जैसी वैश्विक शख्सियत से रूबरू होने का आज मुझे मौका मिला, और मेरे साथ मेरी बहुत अजीज दोस्त यहाँ पे हैं, और हम तकरीबन 10-12 साल से एक दूसरे को जानते हैं. We are more of a family.
Wow, that's really good.
Yes, and I got commissioned in the Indian Army in March 98. So it is 25 years plus now. And it has been an overwhelming journey, lots of ups and downs. बहुत काम किया, बहुत नाम कमाया, बहुत इज्जत कमाई, और वो आज तक हमारे साथ है. जिस समय हम लोग आर्मी ज्वाइन कर रहे थे, उस समय बहुत कम लेडीज इस फील्ड में आना चाहती थी, क्योंकि एक तो बहुत अलग तरह की दुनिया थी. तब इतना एक्सपोजर लोगों को नहीं था अबाउट आर्मी. So me and Vinita, we both are from army backgrounds only. Our fathers have served in the Indian Army. तो हम थोड़े से इस चीज से वाकिफ थे. तब नया ग्लोबल वर्ल्ड खुल रहा था. Globalization was happening at that time. It was in 95, 96.
Oh, okay.
So it's a long journey, more than 2 decades.
25 years.
Yeah. Yes. And see, I belong to a very traditional Rajput family, and Vinita is from a very conventional Jat family. So it wasn't easy, convincing our parents and convincing the society, then coming and undergoing the training of being an officer. It is not just applying lipstick and walking on the ramp in your stilettos, which, everyone does it. Our journey was totally different. We commanded men after training, and during the training, we never had skin on our knees and elbows. So all the time we were undergoing, a tremendous physical rigor and mental strenuous pressures. And we would not get time to eat, we would not get time to rest, and we were just, being trained to be, very strong officers with endurance. And let me tell you, OTA Chennai produces the best officers because it is one of the elitist institute which Indian Army has. And after commissioning from there, immediately within 6-7 months, we were inducted in the Op Vijay. We all are aware of Kargil War. Right. So we were immediately inducted there, and the rest is history. The Indian Army performed so well. And thereafter, the journey has been so good. Army is such a noble and such an open organization. They give you ample opportunities to prove your mettle.
Wow.
We were given always equal opportunities in terms of the work. If you're an officer, without the gender bias, they treat you like an officer. So the onus is on you, how you put your best foot forward all the time. Because as an officer, you can't be lax. You cannot relax. Everyone is having their eyes on you. You are a role model. You're not a model there. You're a role model for very many people, not just in the organization itself, but in the society. There are so many women, ladies, brothers, fathers, they're watching you all the time. You're, in a constant gaze of people.
That's true.
So we have actually, had a remarkable journey in terms of establishing ourselves there. And now, since we have started our company here, because of that bonhomie and camaraderie we developed during our years in the Indian Army. So that trust and that faith comes naturally to us. And I'm so happy that she's here with me, and I feel so empowered with she having my back. Over to you.
Yeah, that's so very interesting to hear all that, because I'm going to ask you some more questions about that later on. But first, before that, I want to hear from Colonel Vanita ji. Please, आप भी अपने बारे में कुछ बताएं. I know you're very good friends and everything, but let us hear a little bit more about you, your background, or your anything interesting. But the questions about the army, I'm curious to know some things too. I'll ask you afterwards. But let's hear a little bit about you, so that our audience will know आपके बारे में भी थोड़ा पता चलेगा. And thank you.
Firstly, thank you so much, Veena ji, for inviting us to this beautiful platform and your amazing show. And thank you to my partner for heaping such praises on me. And I am a third generation Fauji. So I'm a through and through Army brat.
Oh.
And I have been born and brought up in Army. So my focus was only to enter the forces. So I'm a NCCC certificate holder. I was always, I think from childhood itself, I have always been the leader, whether the class monitor or secretary student union or whatever. So I have always been doing the leadership roles, and this came very naturally to me. So as Colonel Himanshi mentioned, we are one of the first few hundred women officers of the Indian Army. We actually broke the glass ceiling, and we've been there, done that. And after 23 years, then we both decided that, let us do something which, together. And that is how our company, Life Extraordinaire, was born.
Okay.
So now we are into corporate trainings and one-on-one mentoring. And besides that, I'm also a mother to twins. So I have been managing the work-life balance, what we talk about, because Army is a 24/7 job. So
imagine.
Yeah. and so are the twins. So yes, so it was like but it was a very, very enjoyable journey, journey full of learnings. And whatever I am today is thanks to my learnings in the army. And this is in our blood, it is in our DNA. And, things like leadership, team building, this comes very naturally to us because that is what we have been taught from day one in the army. And that is how we decided to, embark on this journey. And we're trying to create an ecosystem whereby, we impart these learnings and to the corporates and through our one-on-one coachings, because this is something which we have learned from day one, and which is like Army is the best organization to teach you this.
Yeah.
Oh, no B school will teach you what Army teaches you.
That is true.
So yes. So that is how we have started, and that is how our company was born. And it's been 2 years now. So by God's grace, it's doing well.
That's so good. I mean, so nice of Rajshri to introduce me to Himanshi, Colonel Himanshi. I keep on forgetting, but Himanshi, Colonel Himanshi. And then of course she said she wants to bring you along. You both are partners in your new endeavor that you started 2 years ago. So maybe question for Pushti and the audience, Ramaji and Kamleshji, welcome. Shashi ji is here. Yeah, Ramaji, do you have any questions? Please do put them here, then I will ask them. I'm going to ask them just a couple of questions about the army, of the life there. So it seems to be very interesting, and just few questions. So, I mean, there was no difference between the ladies and the men in the army at all? Nothing? No?
Only your barracks are different. You don't share the same barracks.
Okay.
Because Indian culture is like that. Otherwise, when it came to training, morning, everybody would go draw their rifles, go to the drill square, learn how to do the drill. And other times you would just go for a run, and you were trained in almost same classes by the same instructors. So it was tough. It was very tough. But we are tougher.
That's what makes you tough. When they're tough, you get more tough, and then you're just like you can do whatever the other person can do. That's what happens.
They say that when the going gets tough, the gets going.
Yeah, exactly.
So they actually push you to that limit.
So you also, both of you from the army backgrounds, then your families, your dads and all, they were in the army. Do you have any brothers in the army too, both of you?
I don't have, but Vinita has.
Oh, okay.
I do have.
You have. So so both of you were in the army. So I'm sure your father must be very proud.
Oh yes, he definitely is.
Yeah.
Yes, he definitely is. And in fact, I have an elder sister. She too is married in the army. So we are a complete army family.
But the army people, don't they travel a lot? Do they get posted and all? I heard they get transferred in different places. So how did you do that? If you're being married, let's say in your case, you're having kids and they're in certain school, and then did you get transferred too?
Yes, everybody does. It's the same for everybody. And by God's grace, both of us are married to army officers. So we have been moving, by God's grace, mostly together. And, people say that you move quite often, but after staying in a place for 2.5 years to 3 years, army gives you an opportunity to go and, see the places where the tourists pay a bunch of money to go and see. So we go and stay in those places. And yes, and we get so much of opportunities. The 4G kids are, they adapt very fast. They see so many cultures. They learn so much. So it has its pros and cons. But yes, I think the pros are better than the cons.
I think army school also, wherever you go, the teaching is the same. So the kids, if they're there, they can catch up in wherever they are. They're going to be same syllabus, same everything. It's going to be the same thing. So it's not that difficult.
It is little difficult. Yeah. Vinita, आप कहें फिर मैं कहती हूँ.
हाँ जी.
What I was saying is, Veena ji, that I think army is the only organization which looks after its people, whether it is the officers or their families or their children. So we are very well looked after, whether in terms of your studies, your medical facilities, or any other issues. So what you're saying is absolutely right. There are APS all around the country, wherever you go. So by
Right.
chance you do not get an admission in the school that you're wanting, APS is always there with, for you, with their doors open for you and warmly greeting you. So, and the syllabus is same. So that's a big,
Right,
big plus.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. The syllabus is the same. So then they can just join. I mean, sometimes it takes a little while to adjust, but in the end of the day or week or whatever month, they adjust. The kids adjust.
Oh, yes.
And you also adjust. If you, as long
Yes.
as you have a good, and you know what, I always saw that I had some relatives also in the army. I mean, in India, two of my uncles were in the army. One was in the Air Force. One of them was in Marines. So they're all very well disciplined. That's what I noticed. And actually, even my own grandfather was in the army. I forgot about him, and he was a doctor in the army. So
Okay.
long time ago. And all his brothers, long time back, they were all of them were doctors, but he was the only one who was in the army. So then he also went to Burma. He used to tell us, I went to Burma during the war, World War, he was there. So very, very disciplined. So that's one thing, you know, time, you have to be there a certain time. And, you know, his tea time was 4 o'clock and that was it. If you're 5 minutes late, it's a big problem in the house. So very disciplined. So going somewhere. So I mean, that's a good thing that you get to know the value of time.
Yes.
I find people who are in this kind of army or Navy, whatever it is, they really teach you the value of time. And that's, I think, some people just slack out. They have an appointment or going somewhere and then they're late. So that they don't have, I think. And plus, and amongst other things, of course, they learn. Not only this thing, but being disciplined is, I think, very important. And like you said, that there's no difference between them, except that your barracks are different, but everything is the same. So I guess you learn the same things. Classes,
Yes.
whatever you had, whatever you did, and you traveled together. And you said you went to the Kargil war mein udhar bhi gaye to. So what kind of situation was it over there when you went that time? How was the situation?
See, the country was overwhelming with emotions because
yeah.
whenever there's war, especially if you're on the northern fronts, like if you're traveling through Punjab, you're traveling through Himachal, you're traveling through even some places of UP, and you know, so people are from martial races here. And every family has one or two members in the Indian Army, whether
yeah.
it is an officer or it's a non-commissioned officer, but they do have. So they value army people a lot. So while we were traveling, you know, we would see, you know, people stopping us, trying to feed us, give us, you know, the rations and water, and they were trying to show their solidarity and love all the time.
Yeah.
And after reaching there, I mean, I'm from the logistics, so I didn't go right in front where the infantry is placed, but we were providing around the clock support in terms of giving them the ammunition, the clothing, the vehicles, repairs, everything. So it was the month of, you know, July when we were there. I remember some part of it was in July. And it so happened I was in my tent, which was the 180 pounders during those times.
Wow.
And there was a flash flood coming at night, and my tent got washed off, and my unit was there. And, you know, whole night, you know, we were trying to sort out things, taking care of the ammunition, because you can't lose your material and men. If it's even middle of the night, you have to take care of things. And if you're issuing ammunition and such a thing happens, first priority is your ammunition, because you have to fight the war in all circumstances. And second is your men. So, you know, everyone was on their toe till the time the sun came out and everything was back in place. So this is how we work. So everybody is there, you know, taking care of each other. That's why we have a buddy system in the army. Yeah, like if I'm not there, Veneeta will pitch in for me, even without me looking at her. She knows that this is the time she needs me. So this is how we work. It's seamless, absolutely seamless. And over there for 6 months, I didn't see a single lady around. It was the entire unit was all men. And obviously it was not in the right spirit to ask for leave that time. So it taught me a lot of courage, and it taught me a very good thing, which I follow till date. Never let your circumstances dictate your hardships. You can choose what is hard on you.
Right.
And this came from that training. So I don't allow my circumstances to dictate me. You know, we can choose. We can always have the power to choose what can upset us, what is difficult for us, what is achievable for us. And this comes from the military training. And all along the journey we have had of more than 2 decades with the army.
Wow, that's amazing. Amazing. And so you saw no women at all. I mean, even in your
No.
own, no army women, nothing?
No, I was posted somewhere close to border where my unit was, and there was no women. I had my unit, and right from sepoy to the full colonel, everybody was men except me. But army is not about gender. Trust me. The way they take care of you, the way your men respect you. See, you have to prove yourself that you are a woman of dignity, honor, and courage. Anyone on this planet will definitely respect you. And especially the training in army is such, first of all, they respect women.
That's what
Secondly, secondly, if a woman is officer and she means business, she's true to her mettle, the game is notch higher. I have my I'll say communication with my first buddy even after 25 years today. If it's Holi, Diwali, or any function, Eid, they'll give me a call, they'll send text messages, they'll call, they'll check up on my family. So even if I have not met him after a long time, they stay in touch, and they don't have this ego that I'm not calling them back, or there are times I forget things. But it is such a beautiful relation that it only gets strengthened. They'll check on, Acha, how are your babies? What are they doing? Anything I can do for you? We all are scattered all over, but that bond remains. And it's a very, very beautiful bond. So I never feel, I'm talking to a male counterpart or somebody who was with me, so many years ago. And it's I'm telling you, it cannot be expressed in words. It makes me speechless with the kind of, relationships we share.
So what you're saying is that all the army men and women, I mean, they have a lot of respect for the women, all of them.
Yes.
If you are capable, it is all about merit. They respect merit.
It's not the question of male, female. It's the question of what merits you're doing. That is the main thing. Yeah, that's the way it should be. They should not seek because I mean, all of you are wearing your uniforms. I mean, whatever it is, you're doing the same thing. So what is the difference if you're male or female? It doesn't matter at the end of the day. I mean, that's what I think. And so you used to eat together and everything and all that?
We have the same mess. We all dine in the officers' mess. And it's the same food from breakfast, lunch, dinner. Everything is together. Except, I told you, except the barracks, rest everything is together.
I think that's amazing to hear that. I was going to ask another question. I mean, this is a stupid question maybe, but have you ever experienced like you're fighting with, I mean, you must have seen some fight or something going on, or you must have seen or heard what happens there. Do they really fight with each other like this, or the shooting, or what is exactly what happens at that war zone between the two countries, what happens when they're fighting? I mean, I don't like anybody fighting with each other, but you have to protect your country at one point, something like that. So if there's somebody's attacking your country, so do you experience anything like that or something?
I will start and Vinita will finish this question. First of all, nobody wants war, no country.
That's what I'm saying, nobody wants that. But sometimes it happens, you have to protect where your country, like where you are, and then you have to be loyal,
मसला सरहद बहुत बाद में होता है, मसला आपके आत्मसम्मान का होता है. Like, you cannot allow anybody to enter your house.
Right.
This country is home for any and every soldier, and to you and to anybody else who's not wearing the uniform. So if somebody tries to break into your house, you have no choice but to defend your honor. It is not about boundaries, it is about your honor.
Right.
And I can share with you, my husband is a war wounded soldier. He has a bullet injury on his back. And I have a couple of friends, you know, who have been there. We have some people from my very close family who were taken captives, you know, long ago. So it is very heart-wrenching, heartwarming, and see, neither they want nor we want.
It does. I know.
It hurts, and it hurts generations. It is not about वो कहते हैं ना कि लम्हों ने खता की थी, सदियों ने सजा पाई. So this is what happens when a war is, you know, given to you. So it's painful.
It's very painful. When I went to, आप भी बताएं, please, Colonel Vanita ji, tell us a little bit about your experience and some input about this topic.
I would say on the same lines what Colonel Himanshi is saying, you know, nobody wants war. But when it comes to your country, then the feeling of patriotism is so high. And after all, it is your country, it's your motherland, you have to protect it. And that is the day of your calling, you know, that is what you have been trained for. And then the Josh runs too high. Then you don't need to ask, how's the Josh? Because the Josh is as it is skyrocketing. And after that, then there are no two ways about it. You don't care about your own life, you don't care about anything, then it is just your motherland you need to protect. But yes, the cost of war is very high. Your families pay for it. And it's a continuous thing which has been going on here. So it is a very, very, you know, heart-wrenching thing that is there. But then after all, we are trained for it. So there are no two ways about it. When you go there, you have to do it. Simple as that.
I saw some movies about war and all the, you know, sometimes they have Kargil coming. I think there was some movie, I forgot the name. I don't remember the names of the movies, all that, because I don't.
Sher.
That one I saw.
Sher,
I saw that. That was it with the Malhotra, Sid Malhotra or something?
Yeah.
That was recently I saw, and then that actress who just got married.
Kiara Advani.
They got married, right? The two of them?
Yeah,
I saw that movie, and that's a true story, I think. That's what I heard.
Yes.
Little dramatized, but true.
Yeah. Well, they have to make it for the people to watch the movie. But it was very, I felt bad for the wife, whoever it was. She remained very faithful to him, and she said she never got married again or something. That's what I heard. This is what afterwards I heard about that, but I didn't know there was a true story. But very nicely done. It was a good movie. And usse pehle bhi ko dekhi thi. Was it that one with Abhishek and Kareena, the first movie that came out? Was it that something like
Naseeb, Kareeb, something like this.
Yeah. Refugee,
yeah.
I saw that was a while back. So they have all these movies for people to, I guess movies are movies for entertainment, but there's some things I'm sure they show which are true. And I also heard a lot of good things about the army, because my cousin, her husband was in the army, and she said, oh my God, we have all these parties and we cards khelte hain. Yeah, well, they have a good social life. So I said, what do you do? I mean, he's retired now, they're in Chandigarh. But she says they had a very marvelous time. You know, they have a very good social gatherings and stuff like that.
Actually, Veena ji, the bond is so close, you know, that it is just not, you know, that hi, hello bond. It's the family's bond. And these bond lasts through the ages till the time you're alive. So it's something, you know, that you can't explain it to the civilian world. It is very difficult for them to fathom as to how it is, but when you train together, when you sweat it out, and you're there, you're shedding your blood together, you're training together, that bond is something completely different. And that is how, like Colonel Manshi and I have known each other for more than a decade. And when we had to start a business, I didn't even have to think twice, because I know who she is. Because, when you start a business, you really want to trust a person. You want to see how the person is, whether, you'll get along, and so many other things. But here it is like I have known her for ages and I can trust her blindly. And same is the case with her. So that is the kind of bond you have. So that's very different.
Oh, God. So you were in the same barracks by any chance? Like,
No, she's my 6 month senior.
oh, okay.
But
So
we have been posted together at one or two places.
okay. So there must be, how many women are in the one barrack, like a barrack? How many people are there?
It's not like a barrack. Barrack is like what Colonel Manchi was talking to you about. That was during the training. Otherwise, you
Okay. You stay in your own
yeah.
place. Okay.
Yeah. You have your own. There's a complete officers colony. You have
okay. You have your own place to stay. It's different. Okay.
yeah, you have your own bungalows. You have your own
see all this
houses.
crazy things in the movies. So, but I that's good, because you need your own. You have to go back to your own house.
Yeah, of course, you have your own houses. You have your own
Yes, of course. Yeah.
yeah.
This is to go back. So अब थोड़ा चलते हैं on a different topic about your venture that you both started 2 years ago. Let's talk a little bit about that. So what made you get into such a thing? You discussed it, or you had an idea? Who had the idea first? And थोड़ा बहुत उसके बारे में भी, exactly what you do, let us all know. Colonel Veneeta, let us know, audience and myself, how that happened.
I'll let my senior partner take on first, then I'll add on.
Okay, so
it so happened when we were putting up our papers from the army, we decided that me and Veneeta will not work. We were very thick friends, So we decided, no, we are going to chill. We are going to relax. Corporate is not made for us. And we are going to have some good, lovely time. So we both are in Delhi. And during that time, we were staying very close to each other's house. We were 2 buildings apart, maybe.
Oh, that's close.
Very close. So we used to go to the gym sometimes together. And during that conversation, I was having this, I set my heart on a beauty pageant's crown. I won a beauty pageant.
That's what, yes, you told
Yeah,
me.
and now I go as a jury to a lot of pageants, and I groom, contestants for pageants. In December, I was part of the grooming team for Mrs. India, the goddess. So I was doing all these things, but somehow it was not touching my core. And I knew that, I'm made for different things. You have leadership in your DNA. You have courage in your DNA. And we all know life is tough, and so we are. So doing all these things, hopping from, one event to another, going to... people will praise your beauty, but it's not about beauty. It is about your personality, which, you have inside out. And army had taught us so much that, I had that thing that I have to share my wisdom, my thoughts, my the entire learnings with other people, so that it's not that my life is being brightened up. It is other people's life, but I was not getting a correct partner. Because she and me, we had decided that we are not working. But when I was getting this thought, you become restless. There's some calling from the universe.
Yes.
So when one of these days we were going out to the gym, I was showing her around, and she said, "Hum kuch karte hain." And that was the eureka moment. We decided in her car, that, theek hai, okay, fine. So I said, I have a business idea, and she said, I'm not convinced.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously, it takes time to sink in the thought. It is in my mind, it is my baby, but you will take some time to love that baby.
Yeah, that's true. बिल्कुल ठीक कल आपने कहा है.
So I told her, okay, fine, take your time. So we spoke a couple of times. And then after some time, when she find the idea convincing, when she was ready, she said, okay, fine, let's do it. Because we were having a lot of leadership experience. We had trained more than 8,000 NCC youth. We have been part of various universities like Maharaja Sayaji Rao and all. I have been part of a constitutional committee headed by Mrs. Chandresh Kumari. And my work has been appreciated by the governor of Rajasthan, and I got a award last year in a changemaker category. So all these things were happening, but see, you have to have some method in the madness and some system in place where you can actually devise means to, impart these trainings. You cannot just randomly pick up and start doing things one day and not to do the other. So coming along with Vinita, we had a system in place. We decided, okay, fine, let's open a soft skill company. Let's, impart the learnings together, because together it is powerful. Now, where I am lacking sometimes, you want to relax, she pulls me, this is not happening. If she's little relaxed, I push her. Or if either of us want to take a break, then we pitch in. The rest, she's going to tell you. I have told what is my part of story.
Yeah.
We also upskilled herself along the journey, because we know how it is, but just to understand how the corporate world works and what kind of a language they use, we upskilled ourselves. And after that, by God's grace, we have so much of work that now it's actually getting difficult to, manage. And we have been wanting to expand our team, and now we are looking out for people to, get good teammates. So that's how it's been working. And the best part is, we have lots of differences. And but they're all positive differences. And that's how, when you have differences and when you debate with each other, then the best comes out.
That's true.
Yes. So that we are very happy because, we have given each other that liberty to say what is in your mind. So because when you speak your mind and when you debate it and when you brainstorm it, so then the best comes out. So we are sounding boards for each other. And by God's grace, things are going well now.
So exactly what you do, like you mentor the people or something, kaise kya karte ho exact?
Like, Veena ji, in the corporates or otherwise also, it's basically a complete holistic development if you come on for one-on-one coaching. So it is based on the 3 pillars of appearance, behavior, and communication. So so if you are coming for one-on-one coaching, we are helping with you with your appearance, we are helping you with your behavior, your communication styles, because as they say, communication is the key to all relationships. So you need to be, if somebody is not assertive enough, if somebody is not, does not know how to, the body language is not right, and he's not been able to pull it along. They're like, recently we had this senior executive from one of the companies, and now he was going in for a leadership role. And he was like, ma'am, I don't know, my dressing style, I need to change, and I need to change my communication style so that people take me seriously, and I'm ready for that kind of a role. So we gave him a training entire from etiquettes, because they'll be dealing with the foreign dignitaries, and how to, foreign clients and other people. So how to dress, what kind of food, how to eat, what kind of other cuisines, and how to speak, your body language, that kind of a thing. As far as corporates are concerned, we, give them lessons in leadership, team building, then, conflict resolutions, negotiation, then how to train your managers, right from the entry-level managers to your C-suite. So we have a complete detailed programs. We also have campus to corporate programs where we train the campus, the students who are in their final years to get corporate ready. So how do you go for an interview? How do you dress? How do you speak? And your holistic development. So it's a complete package.
Which side? A blouse is going this way. Okay. Trying to fix it.
But it's still looking lovely.
No, I don't know what happened. I'm just moving around too much or something. But anyway, because this is the opposite. What I see, is the opposite of what I'm doing. So,
Yeah.
so it's very interesting that you have is very broad.
Yes.
I mean, business going on, I mean, workshop or whatever you call business going on is very broad. It's for a lot of people. They can take advantage of that and learn. I mean, you have a lot to teach, a lot of different topics within your.
We have a team now. We have a few associates with us, and that is how we are, planning the things. And the best part about our company is that we are a bespoke company. So we curate the program especially for the client. It's not like a one fit all,
Right.
one size fits all. So we curate the program according to the requirement. So that is how, so by God's grace, things are going very well and the clients are really happy. So we have repeat clients coming in. So that's something really
Always
nice.
the best thing. Always the best thing. The repeat clients come and they bring somebody else with them. They recommend someone, and that's how.
I would like to add what my partner is saying. One morning we both got a message at 6 o'clock when you're just opening your eyes, and it was such a heartfelt gratitude of I'd say love or whatever, that you have changed not just my life but the entire team you had addressed. And after just one session with you, we see our these employees very motivated. So, and we just had one session, and it is the company, I'll take the name also. It is the Mount Talent. We had just, we had addressed them, and they were so happy. Their HR person had texted us in the morning, and we felt so good that, okay, fine, you love to get feedback, and positive feedback, gives you wings.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree, 100%.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so-
Because the person, when they see the people that reacting to what you taught them, and they're following that, and you're seeing it, whoever who's in charge or whatever sees that his people are following what you taught them one session, then he's encouraged to do the next, take the next step. That's how it is.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it's wonderful because we are here in this business to change people's life, to bring the extraordinary out of them. You don't realize your strength unless you're reminded, because we have 10,000 things to handle on day-to-day basis, and it is human to forget. You cannot remember everything. So your brain is working differently, Veena ji. Her brain is working differently. So when these gentle reminders come, when you are reminded of your strength, it is like, they say happiness is in a castle guarded by a dragon. If you want to be happy, you have to fight the demon every day. And same goes for your strength.
That's what happened today in the morning. See how strong I am? I said, I have to do this session today. I made it happen, and in time.
Yes.
Because my mind was on it. I said, no, I have to do it. Same thing happened last week, but a different issue. Because my house, we were having a Wi-Fi problem. So we just switched different companies, and so there was a Wi-Fi. I said, I can't get, people couldn't hear me properly. They couldn't do this and that. Meantime, they're talking and all. I'm calling the company up, and I said, please straighten this thing out. I have something to do, but people are waiting for me and all that. Within 5 minutes, they fixed it, and we were back, like 10 minutes late, 10, 15 minutes maybe. But we did the session. So I said, you know what, I have to do it. I just can't say, oh my God, I'll do it next week or next time and we are free. I said, no, I got to do it today. So today, the same thing happened. I told you, I said, I might be 10 minutes late, 15 minutes, but in the end, it just came to my mind. Why did I send a new invitation? It just came to me, and that worked. So sometimes things happen and your mind, I kept on trying the same thing again and again and again. It wasn't working. So I got a brainwave. I said, send another invitation and start at this time and, do like that. And that one worked. So, it happens, these things happen. And I also, for myself, I don't want to say anything, but, we are in this, we started this program about 3 years ago, almost in May. It's going to be 3 years, baby steps during the pandemic. We started this, I had different people coming with me, co-hosting. I still have different people coming, co-hosting. And now, after 3 years almost, wherever I go in a gathering, the people come to me. They said, we see you, we know you, blah, blah, blah. I said, where did you see me? I said, listen, I'm new. I don't do this thing, but I never knew how to talk to in front of an audience before. I just kind of got into it. They said, okay, do something, Veena ji. People are having, they're bored in the house. They're getting depressed. Do something for them. So that's how we started. But I was kind of camera shy. I said, no, I don't know how to do this thing. So they said, oh, you're doing great. You do it. We love to hear you. So when you get that kind of a feedback, so I understand what the guy meant, that business owner, that what you get when people say something to you, you get very encouraged. And sometimes I think, why do I have to do this 3 times a week? Maybe I should just give it up. It's too much for me. And then I hear something like this. I said, no, I got to go, keep on going. So
yeah, it's a very big booster, you know, that when you hear this kind of a positive feedback, it's a very big booster that you're on the right lines.
So that's what. So I understand exactly what you said about him. I said, I know when people give you good feedback and, you know, they say nice things about what you're doing, that's a great thing. But I think I might need some lessons from you guys too. So I might put myself in there one of these days.
Anytime.
Most welcome.
So I'm really
We
wonderful.
are very happy. We are very happy to share the knowledge, wisdom, or whatever we have learned so far.
No, I'm so happy to hear that too, because you hear of all these things that, but one-on-one, kabhi nahi chance nahi mila, you know, like to talk and find out a few things. And so it was really great, the session. I mean, amazing. So then that's how you start every day. You're doing like working every day, or what is your schedule? Mornings, evenings, or what do you do? Like you have a set time to meet somewhere, or you just do everything in your own house? How do you do that? Or you have an office or something? Kaise karte ho?
We do have an office, but most of our work is happening either online or it is one-to-one. So it depends. And for the corporate trainings, we go to the offices and train the people there.
Oh, okay.
So we are very flexible, and it's kind of a fusion of everything. What works for whom? See, like online is working with you.
Yes.
Offline work with Rashri ji.
Yes, she goes a lot too. She goes out a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So ours is very flexible, and it depends on their requirement and what we can provide. So, and as Vinita had brought out earlier, that we are a bespoke company. We design and curate everything according to the requirement, because we do a very nice diagnostic session, and we bring out a lot of insight you may not be knowing about yourself. But when systematically, scientifically and psychologically, we are giving you that questionnaire, we are having certain tools. It is, you will not know, but you'll give me everything that is inside. So after I have known you, we both sit down, we curate a program, and then we decide, okay, fine, this will work, this will not work. So it takes a lot of homework. See, there are 2 things whenever you are working: your presentation, preparation, and your delivery. You have to bear a child for 9 months, then to deliver him in 3-4 hours. So all that back-end work goes in handling each and every client, because it is about selling your stuff in the market and establishing a brand for life extraordinaire is our dream. Me and Vinita, we have this dream. We are not having sky as a limit.
Right.
We want to go beyond. So every client, every corporate is very close to our heart, and we work tirelessly to give them not just what they need, but what is going to enhance the business and the personality and the overall sheen, and make it, work for them.
We have a tagline, Veena ji, that we always under-promise and over-deliver. So that is what we try and do every single time.
That's really good. So you try to have, I mean, each corporation or individual is all different. They all have different needs and different requirements.
And with the combined experience of around 45 years plus, it's a vast knowledge pool that we have. And we've been there, seen that, done it all, and then when it comes across to helping out people, it comes very naturally, and it's a combined experience. So we always try and give the best of whatever we have.
So you are crediting the army service that you did. You learned everything, basically all these things from there.
Yes, that's the best teacher.
The teacher. So you learned discipline and all these things collectively from knowledge as you, like you said,
Yes.
45 years plus together with the army. So that's a lot. 45
And
years.
not only that, Veenaji, we are from the logistics branch. So we have the workforce is half civilians and half army personnel. So
Mhm.
how to deal with that, the common issues that arise when a team is working, and, from, people are from different backgrounds, different mindsets, how they come along, how do you make a team work, whether the team is for, as small as maybe 40 people or maybe as large as 600 people. So how do you make it work? How do you go along? So we've been there, done it. So that's how we have that hands-on experience. It's not that typical bookish experience that we're talking about, bookish knowledge. It's a hands-on experience that we have. So that's what people want, and that's what people are looking for.
I just recently, Hanji.
I said we teach people to bring their A-level game all the time, because you never know when destiny opens the door for somebody. So you have to teach them to be prepared all the time, like we are prepared for war all the time. Being in the army, it's never like it's never that we'll prepare and then go. You're prepared. So this is what we teach people, that opportunities can come to you anytime. Just put your A-level game all the time, put your best foot forward. And this is what we are known for in the circles.
That's the best thing. Put your best foot forward is the best I would say advice, or whatever you can say to the people, because if they just show that they are very confident and they know what they're doing, and people look at you and see the confidence, that kind of spreads. That's what I think. You see somebody laughing a lot and everybody starts joining in, because it's
absolutely
so, like there's some people I know that the way they laugh, they kind of join in. I said, it's so beautifully, they do it, like it's so beautiful when they do it. A lot of people just join in. So I think it's something like that. I don't know. That's the best.
That infectious energy,
Exactly. Another quick question I just wanted to ask. When I was growing up, of course, things were very different in India, and I've been traveling all over the world myself. Like you just said about the army, my father was in the foreign service, so he got transferred to different countries, not only in India. So I lived in practically a lot of the countries all over the world, you can say. So I've been there. So I've been to different schools without the same thing like you had. I mean, India, different, but different countries, different languages, different cultures. So now the things in India, the youth, younger people, when they're getting out of college, what is the situation about the jobs and things like this? Is it available, or they still have to? There's a lot of competition in certain jobs. Is a lot of jobs right now, because a lot of things going on in India. That time they didn't have those kind of jobs, which they do now. Different type of opportunities for them, younger generation, because I think 40% of the population is below 50%, isn't it, in India?
Yes.
And it's the most. They took over China. India is the most populated country in the world now, number one.
Yes.
Statistics, and so the youth, they're all young and they're all brought up in a different. I mean, everybody watches the same internet. Mein same hota sab kuch, the same thing. They are watching same thing they're watching here. And at that time, when I was in this country, I used to write a letter. It used to take like 2 weeks to reach India. You wait for 2 weeks to come back. So 1 month make chithi aati thi. Telephone karna hai, then your next door neighbor call them, then they're gonna call you, and your phone is gonna get disconnected and all that. Now we just have the cell phone, and kisko WhatsApp mein karna hai, it takes 1 second. Like it's not a big deal anymore. And you want to write an email, you got to reply in 2 minutes. So things have changed. So I'm sure the younger youth, I'm just curious to know. But you know what? That's good for another topic. I think one day we'll have another session, if that's okay with you guys, because I really love talking to you, and I had such a good time listening, and I learned so much. And my audience, they're all saying the same thing, that they learn a lot. They learned a lot, and they didn't know all this, so many things, because we talked about so many details about the army and stuff like that. especially the women and the men, being the same, and they're doing everything the same. So the experience that you went through, both of you, is very knowledgeable, and that you told us about that. People are saying that very good to know all this. So I was thinking maybe we'll have another. Is that okay with you guys? We'll have another session. We can talk about different things.
Absolutely.
So then we'll do
We
that.
would love to share. We would love to share our lives.
To talk to, yeah, lives भी तो हाँ, army के तो बहुत question होंगे अभी आएंगे, and then of course other things too. So I would love to have another session with you guys. I'm really very impressed myself because all that you do, and you teach so many people, and the way you explained everything was really great. Very, very, very nice. I'm very happy that Rajshri introduced. So how do you know Rajshri? She's your friend? Like you guys hang out together or something? Or
Rashri ji and me met during one event,
oh, okay.
and there was an immediate connect, because when you they say bird of feather flock together. So she's also very enterprising, outgoing, and she's a woman of substance, I would say, to sum it. And thereafter we met a couple of times, but the connection was instant. And then she said, I want what you are doing should be, shared with the world. So then she said, okay, fine. I'll connect you with Veena ji, because she does this amazing program on Facebook, and a lot of people watch her, not just in India, but abroad also. So like the pact me and Vinita have, the unsaid, unwritten law, if she goes anywhere, I tag along. If I go somewhere, she tags along. Because we feel very powerful together. It's like we know what we bring to the table.
Like you have the twins, right? Like they say, when one sentence finishes, the other one starts from there.
Absolutely.
If you know each other, that's what happens, because we know exactly what your other person is thinking, and you follow up from there. Like you did the same thing here. So that's how that shows your friendship, and how you work with each other and how you understand each other. So that's how you come to know. And with the twins also, they say that they're so much alike. Like they know each other's thoughts, they know everything. I mean, they've been together for such a long time. Whatever, I don't want to go through all that, but bonding andar hi ho jati hai stomach mein. So
absolutely.
Not like that. So how old are the twins? How old are
my twins are 12 years old now. So
Boy?
they're at grade 7. I got a daughter and a son.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I've got a lovely combination, and by God's grace, both the genders in the house, and it's a full house all the time.
Only 2 of them you have, right? 2 kids? Or you have more?
No, thank God, only 2. 2 is enough.
And what about you, Colonel Manshi?
I have teenagers. I have 2 sons, and both of them are teenagers. The elder one has just passed out of school.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So now he's appearing for certain competitive exams. And that's all.
That's great. And I have three daughters, and 2 of them are married, and
I've seen them. They're charming.
And I'm just about to have any day now a 5th grandchild. So it's going to be any day now. I'm going to get a call in the middle of the night or something. Mom, come and pick up my other grandson, who's 3.5. So she's going to have another baby. So any day now, any day.
Great.
So looking forward to that. So that's life. Life is good. Life is good. I just say enjoy it every moment. Forget about yesterday. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Enjoy the moment. That's what I believe in. It's my thing. And I really am so happy that you guys came and everything worked out, because I said I have to get this thing going. My first time with them, and what is going on? Veena so pushed, and I got it done. So we'll do another session. So thank you everyone for joining me today, friends. Always a pleasure to see all of you, my faithful friends. Anilji, Ashaji, Sunita Sharma is here, Kamleshji, Ramaji, Shelly ji is here, Monica is here, and there was somebody, Ashaji is here. If I miss anybody, don't please excuse me. Sometimes that happens. Ina from California is here. Renu Kalia is here. Sheshi Danda is here. So thank you guys for joining, and keep on joining, and don't forget to join tonight At 8:30 p.m., we have a wonderful program, singing session with Neelam Patel and her husband Pradeep Patel. So don't forget to join 8:30 p.m. Same place, EST time, of course. So see you then. And thank you, guys. Thank you for coming, joining me, Colonel Himanshi and Colonel Vinita. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was
Thank you.
delightful, absolute pleasure. And may your show grows from strength to strength. And we would love to keep coming back.
Yeah, please. I would love to have you back. So
Thank you
so
for hosting
much.
us.
Thank you so much, Veena ji. Thank you so much.
welcome.